He was tall, strong, and fast with a rifle. Millions knew him as the Rifleman. But Chuck Connors was more than just a cowboy on television. Behind the smile and steady hands was a man with secrets few people ever heard about until now. Stick around because what you learn about Chuck Connors might just surprise you. Chuck Connors became a household name when he played Lucas McCain, a brave single father in the Wild West. But long before he wore a cowboy hat, Chuck lived a very different life. Let us rewind back to where it all began. Chuck was born in Brooklyn, New York in the year 1921. His real name was not even Chuck. It was Kevin Joseph Aloysius Connors. Yes, that is quite a name. His family did not have much money. They lived during the Great Depression, which was a very hard time for most people. But Chuck had one thing that helped him stand out. He was a great athlete. He was tall, 6 feet 6 inches in. That is taller than most basketball players today. In college, Chuck played both basketball and baseball. And here is something amazing. He was good enough to make it to the professional leagues not just once, but twice. First, he played basketball for the Boston Celtics. He even made history by being one of the first professional basketball players ever to shatter a backboard. Not with a slam dunk, but with a strong pass that broke the glass. Later, he switched to baseball and played for the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. That is already an incredible life story, right? 2 professional sports. Most people would stop there, but not Chuck. After sports, Chuck found something new to love: acting. He started with small roles, but his big break came in the year 1958 when he was chosen to play the main role in The Rifleman. It was a Western television show, but it was not just about gunfights and cowboys. It was about a father trying to raise his son alone while staying true to what is right. People loved it. Chuck's calm but strong character made fans respect him. He was not just tough, he had heart, and that is what made the show special. But here is something most fans never knew. Chuck Connors did not just act in the show. He also helped choose the actors, write ideas, and shape how the show looked and felt. He was not just playing the Rifleman. He truly was the Rifleman inside and out. And there is more. Before all of this, Chuck also served in the United States Army during World War II. He was not someone who sat back and watched. He stepped forward like he always did. Whether on the field, in uniform, or on television, Chuck believed in hard work, honesty, and doing what is right. But even stars have their secrets. Chuck Connors was married 3 times in his life, but none of the marriages lasted. He had 4 sons, but being famous made it hard to balance work and family. He once said that the hardest part of fame was being away from the people he loved. And although he played a strong and wise father on screen, in real life, he often felt like he did not do enough for his own children. It is a side of Chuck most fans never saw. Here is something even more surprising. Chuck Connors became friends with world leaders. He met President Richard Nixon and even spent time with Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev during the Cold War. Why? Because Brezhnev was a fan of the Rifleman. He invited Chuck to visit Moscow. Imagine that, a cowboy from a television show being welcomed by one of the most powerful men in the world. As Chuck got older, he kept acting in movies and television shows, but the Rifleman was always his most famous role. He passed away in the year 1992 from lung cancer. He was 71 years old. But the stories did not end there. After his death, people who worked with him started sharing stories. They said Chuck was kind, funny, and always made others feel important, whether they were a star or just starting out. One actor said he treated everyone like family. Chuck Connors lived a life most people only dream of. Professional basketball player, professional baseball player, army soldier, television star, a man with strong values and yes, a few regrets. But maybe that is what makes his story so powerful. He was not perfect. He was real. So the next time you hear the sound of a rifle on an old Western show or see that tall figure walking down a dusty road, remember Chuck Connors, the man who gave us the Rifleman and a life story full of surprises, courage, and heart. Please like the video, comment with your favorite Chuck Connors memory, and subscribe for more true stories that will stay with you.